Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless, so whenever and however you come across this video, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And we've been pulling one card randomly every morning from our mega deck. You can look down in the description below to find out more information about that. But today's card is pulled from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck by Kyle Gray and Jennifer Hawkyard. And it is the card of the Chamber of the Violet Flame, representing karmic release and radical transformation. And the only thing I'm going to preface this reading with is just for returning friends that have been here more than once. If you've been here on a regular basis or semi-regular basis, or this isn't your first time here, you will have heard me talking relentlessly about releasing what no longer serves, releasing old energy, releasing old history, releasing all of that weight, because we are ascending. And if you are trying to work this path of ascension and keep dragging along all of this old, stale, just dead energy, it has no life force whatsoever and it's holding you back. If you're recognizing yourself in this, this reading's for you, honey. Radical transformation. Yeah. We have, I do promise you, these cards are pulled randomly from the mega deck. It continues to get smaller and smaller as we continue to pull more and more cards from it, obviously. But I have not, pre-selected these cards. And I haven't even looked at them before I do the reading for a lot of them. Like this one, I really barely looked at because it's got so much energy coming through. It didn't need me to do a lot of preparation. I didn't look up anything online, any aspects about it. I think most of us, if you're here on this channel, especially if you're a returning friend, you're familiar with the violet flame and you understand the energy that is transmitting to us. Karmic release, Saint Germain, very strong Metatron energy here. Sparks are flying everywhere from this, and I don't know if you can see up at the top, there's like a star, maybe it's a planet that is starting to come into, or we're building up to. Very interesting. I don't think I ever noticed that before, and it's got its own little crown above it. Really interesting. I have not looked at the book to see what the reading says for this card. I always try to get the information, the energy, the messages that are coming to us directly from the image before I look in the book. So we'll go through that together in just a minute. But when we're talking about karmic release, when we look at the super big picture, so the view from 10 million miles above, okay, where we're literally outside of our current reality, looking at the entirety of reality, of our reality, we understand that there's a consciousness behind everything. There's a consciousness that directs the seed when to germinate. We still don't understand this process. It's magic to us. We don't understand. We cannot take, we've created amino acids, we've created cells, but we can't actually tell them how to grow, to differentiate, to start developing their groups, their communities that start turning into something besides a pile of organic matter, into a living entity of whatever form it is. Karmic release is our understanding that we are all aspects of this divine consciousness. that have been thrown off like these sparks from the violet flame. We are still part of the flame. We have not ever stopped being part of the flame, but we are our own individual sparks going along, having our own individual experiences, and by that process, we increase the violet flame's understanding of itself. I guess is the best way to, use that analogy and close that up. But I think you understand what I'm talking about. When we come into this life, there is a theory. I don't think anybody has proven it one way or another, but it is our understanding based on millennia of intelligent people looking at this question of how are we formed? How does our consciousness come into being? Soul contracts, the understanding that we have a purpose for being here right now. And like I said, if you've been here more than twice, you'll understand when I say, what is your purpose? And you're going to say, live my most authentic life. You just immediately pop that in there because that's the only thing you ever hear about on this channel. I'm not going to apologize for that. That is our purpose. That is our mission. The more people that get on board with that, the faster we're going to get out of this hellhole that we have got ourselves into on this planet. I'm not talking about specific countries or specific leaders or specific anythings. I'm talking about the planet as a whole. We are poisoning it. We're poisoning ourselves. We're still damaging each other intentionally on purpose. Haven't we outgrown that? I mean, I feel like sometimes we're looking at this world like a parent looks at a child. Just, haven't you outgrown that? You're not 2 years old anymore. Now you're 22. It's time for you to start acting like you're 22. Why do we have entertainment where people are beating each other up? And we call that entertainment. I've never been a proponent of it. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that I grew up in a house where people were hitting each other. And, I decided I didn't like that. So karmic release, what are the things that you came into this reality to experience, the things that have happened in your past, that you learned a lesson, you received a blessing, somehow that blessing in that whatever. Some of those experiences were amazing and they taught you certain kinds of things through that amazingness. Some things were not amazing and they taught you different things through that not amazingness. But we understand that we can take the wisdom, we can take the lessons, we can take the knowledge, the information, the wisdom, the experience, use it as tools to define how we want our lives to go forward from this point forward. So I don't have people in my life that are hitting each other anymore. That's a choice that I made. I could have chosen the other path. Traditionally, most people that grow up in abusive, domestic violence situations take on that aspect as their adults. So I broke that chain and I'm proud of it and I'm going to claim it. And there are chains that you have broken, chains that you did at one time end up acquiring as a result of where you grew up, in the family that you grew up, in the community, the schools, the churches, the whatevers, your friends. All of those things have shaped and formed the different things that happened in your past that are part of that karmic work that we came into this reality at this time in this particular consciousness that we have for this specific purpose. To understand that everything that happened in the past is the past, that we are creating our futures from the point where we are right now with the way we think, the way we feel, the things we say, and the things we do. Those four aspects. You can think of it like 4 fingers on a hand without the thumb. Okay? Thumb is, we can call it the consciousness. The thumb is the driving force that moves us into whatever direction we're going in if we are paying attention. And that's where mindfulness practice comes in. So yes, karmic release, radical transformation, radical. We get used to hearing certain words, transformation, and everybody's like, yay, I think they're almost overused at some at some times, in some aspects. Radical. This is something where it's going to catch you by surprise. It's so transformative that you don't recognize who you are, that it has shaped you and changed you that radically. So don't be surprised. No spoiler alerts here, but there's some interesting things happening in the weekly reading coming up later today that'll be posted. So be on the lookout for that. Also, if you missed it, the solstice big long video that I posted previously talks a lot about how to take specific things that you can do in this coming year to be part of that karmic release and that radical transformation. But let's take a look in the book and find out what it says for us for our card for today, for the Chamber of the Violet Flame. The Violet Flame is a spiritual retreat space that holds a powerful energy of transformation and transmutation. It can be visited in meditation and invoked through prayer and affirmation. Spiritually, it is seen within a chamber, often as a giant roaring flame, and sometimes with silver and gold shining through the violet. When we connect with the violet flame, we are being given the opportunity to detach from lower vibrational experiences and turn darkness into light. Ultimately, this is the gateway of alchemy. Alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold, and so from an energetic perspective, the violet flame is where we place all that is leaden and heavy in our lives and turn them into golden opportunities. How to connect with this card. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it and release. Visualize a fiery violet light streaming down from the heavens and washing over your entire life. Set the intention that you are willing to transmute all fear and experience light once more. Your message. When you draw this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They are encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know that the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. I'm going to repeat that. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. Let it go. Stay focused on releasing all of the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside of you now, know that it is simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through this transformational time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take all the leaden aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities. You can align your life with the divine plan now and live in a more purposeful way. Amen. Selah, so be it. Wow. Okay. Yes, you are an alchemist with the capacity to take all the leaden aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities. So what I want you to do right now is just let your mind drift for a moment as I ask you some questions. What are the things that come to your mind when I ask you these questions? And close your eyes and really pay attention and just let your thoughts drift with these questions. What in your past still defines you? What in your past still defines you? Do you think you're a bad student? You're not a good learner? You're not quick? You're not smart? You're not capable of learning new things? Not, you know, you hear a whole lot of nots. Are you hearing a whole lot of nots? That's not for me. What are some of the things that are coming up in your mind as I ask you these questions? These are the karmic history events that are ready to be transformed, transmuted, turned from lead into gold. They aren't doing you any good right now, just sitting there in a bucket that you're just carrying around with you. You need to examine them, find all of the gold that's within them, and let the chaff go. Let the miscellaneous rock stuff go. Okay? This is the time to be doing this, especially now. These readings are timeless always, so whenever you come across this video, like I said, but I am uploading it at the dawn of the new year. We just had the solstice. And that is literally all we were talking about, is transforming, releasing, defining what no longer serves us and letting it go. We do not have to let those things define us. We can choose to be defined, as Dr. Joe would say, by a vision of our future. So let me ask you this question. Where do you see yourself next week? Where do you see yourself in a week from now? Are you starting to work on some new goals that you set up for yourself with this coming new year? Are you getting those into action as we speak? Or is this something where you're still going, yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, I need to get that done. Yeah, I need to. Where are you in this process? Because this card is an invitation for you to step through this portal now, if you have not already done so. It's not like it's going to expire, okay? I'm just going to say that. The invitation to choose to create your reality is not defined by any kind of time limit. It is eternal, just as you are. So it's simply a matter of when you want to actually start doing that. When you finally decide that you are tired of living in the past and you are now ready to live in the present, the present. You are pre-sending by where you are right now, emotionally, mentally, verbally, what you are doing actionally. Those things are pre-sending what will be your present in a week, in a month, in a year. Are you taking specific actions now to start that process? Are you excited about what the day is going to bring today and tomorrow and next week and next month and next year and 10 years down the road from now? Are you excited, or are you tired? Kind of a little sad, a little depressed? Is the season making you feel in lack? Are you missing having people around you for any particular reason? This is the time to be identifying those things, because they are literally dragging you back into what you've already gone through in the past. And you've already learned that all of the lessons that you need. You've already received all the blessings from those lessons. They're already in your pocket. You just have to let go of that bucket that you're carrying around with you. Dump it out. There's going to be a whole new set of dreams, of goals, of visions that you're going to fill that bucket up with over the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, the next few years. Make sure that you keep that bucket clear so that it is ready to receive those dreams, those visions, those goals, the path that you know is the right path for you. So that's our reading for the day. I do hope it resonated and blessed you. Feel free to leave any comments if you want to do that. Like and subscribe, share, whatever you want to do with that. Okay? Does help the channel grow. Does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find the videos and find the channel. They're looking for this kind of content. I don't get any money from these videos. This will never be a monetized channel. So I thank you for whatever activity you would like to do with this video. Like I said, take what resonates. As always, let everything else go. If you're already in this process, I congratulate you. Good job. Well done. Keep going. That's all you're going to ever hear from me. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop until you are happy with where you are, and then find the new thing to be moving forward, to make your prosperity, your abundance increase even more. You have no limits. You are unlimited. You are the violet flame. And you are ready for this transmutation now. I love you. I love you so much. I thank you for being here today. Namaste and ciao for now.